This is like my third or fourth tow test with the new twin turboed V6 Tundra, and people keep asking me, why are you not using Tow Haul Plus? I was under the impression it was only for the iForce Max. Now I could be wrong, but that's what I was told. But look what we have, iForce Max, so we're going to be using Tow Haul Mode Plus. Now let's go ahead and look at the payload on this truck, but first, here are the numbers for the axles. So out back, this truck has a 4,080 pound capacity, and that's in part to the iForce Max probably, because the other trucks have a lower one. Right there is the payload, minus 47 pounds there. And let's go ahead and check out your towing functions. So this truck has push button start, trailer brakes right there, and electronic parking brake is a part of this package too. Here is your huge 14-inch display. They also have backup lines, and they should have one for trailer too. There it is. Let's go ahead and move forward so we can get it nice and straight. We'll go ahead and back up below the tongue. Oh yeah, this is pretty clear, I would say. Easy to get there. Oh, I gotta lift up. My GMC is a lot taller than this truck. I should have known better. No surprise here, but class 4 hitch, and you have a 7 and 4 pin right there. And let's go ahead and lift this up. My battery probably needs to be replaced because this trailer is now, what is it, 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. I don't have much time today, so we're just going to be doing a towing test. I'm not going to be getting the trailer weighed with the truck, but you guys can see cars in here and out back. Oh my goodness, it's a little tight. Wheels and tires, generators back there, and I don't want no excuses. People think that I'm doing towing tests to make some trucks look better than others, so I guess I just need to start being more transparent. I mean, I would never try to make one truck look better than another by doing that, but you know, it is what it is. If people are crazy enough to believe that's what I would do, then I would just be more transparent. So you guys see the trailer is loaded up, and there is the truck. So let's go ahead and hook up. I'm gonna measure so you guys can see how much the truck's gonna drop down with the weight. Figure about, with all the stuff out back, probably about 1,100–1,200 pounds. So let's use 37 3/4. I've said it before and I'll keep telling you, if you're gonna get a Toyota Tundra, long bed, and 100% get the air suspension. I even raised this up. That's why I ran into it, because I raised it up even more because I knew this was gonna happen. So let's go ahead and see those bump stops. You won't be able to see it on this side. There it is. So we ain't far. We are not far. Like, I would say 2 inches, maybe 2.5. Get the air suspension if you're gonna be towing heavy. If you want Tow Haul Plus, you have to click this button and then swipe this. So I'm gonna show it to you here on the screen. So you hit Tow Haul, you see it come up, and then you have to swipe to get Tow Haul Mode Plus. And there you go. We have Tow Haul Mode Plus on, and let's go ahead and get down the road. Alrighty, I did a test on a Ford F-150. I'm not sure when I'm gonna post that video. I did that video a long time ago. I might post it before I post this one, but here's what I'll tell you. The truck did horrible. And it's because it had a short bed. It had on some nice tires, but they were a lower grade of tire for towing and for trucks. But they probably would help a lot with the overall ride comfort and noise, and that's probably why they put those tires on. But let's see how this truck does with the shorter bed. If I don't feel comfortable, I won't tow. And so that's just something about these trucks. This truck is heavy though, as you guys saw, because it has the hybrid system. It is a little bit heavier, so that extra weight does help with controlling that trailer, right? So let's go ahead and get over. The power is just wow. Now I don't know if they have regenerative braking, because I don't see where that battery is getting charged right now. I wonder if tow haul mode turns off the regenerative braking, which I wouldn't understand. Maybe it might overheat the system, maybe. But yeah, so far we're going about 57 miles an hour. The trailer's back there. I will tell you that the trailer is back there for sure. And wow, it's back there. I'm going 65. This is where you know if a truck can tow or not. When you're going to 65, excuse me, that's where you know. And right now, let's see, I'm gonna get up to 70. Let's see. Wide open throttle. Wow, there's a lot of power coming out of this truck. It is really powerful. At 75, I think we're good to go. We're good to go, but these tires are giving up a little bit. So there's just some side-to-side motion that I'm feeling. It's ever so slightly. I mean, 1,100 pounds of hitch weight is a lot of hitch weight for a truck like this. You guys saw what happened. Did I even tell you how much it dropped? It dropped 3.5 inches, by the way, if I didn't do that video yet. I don't think I showed it to you guys. But yeah, it was 3.5 inches that it dropped. And yeah, it feels level, but Toyota, and this is something that Toyota's always dealt with, they squat so much. That's why if you don't get the higher trim levels, or if you don't get the premium lighting, this truck has the premium lighting, you would have a manual leveling for the headlights, because they know their headlights blind everybody when you're towing a trailer or if you put anything in the bed that's heavy. But there's definitely a little bit of sway for sure. It's there. It's not that windy today. There's a little bit of wind today, but it's not bad. But this is better than that Ford so far. But I will tell you, like, I won't be able to go that fast. I mean, I may have to slow down as we get up the grade. But the trailer's back there, and it sucks, because that's the thing about these half tons, is they're so lightweight in comparison with an HD truck. I mean, your lightest HD truck with a super cab is probably going to be like 6,700 pounds maybe, and that's just a bare bones truck. But for the most part, even with a gas engine, you're going to be 7,000 pounds or so in that ballpark. So with a truck like this, that's where it maxes out for the gross vehicle weight rating. So all in all, this truck is pretty wide. The mirrors, you don't need the tow mirrors unless you just want that cooler pickup truck look that you get with the tow mirrors. But these are pretty good. This trailer is 28 foot long, 8.5 feet wide. You can see around it pretty darn good. I'm going too fast for sure. But yeah, I wish they showed you like gears. Wide open throttle, look at that. Drops down pretty confidently. You have the electric mode and you have that boost from the turbo. I feel as though the Ford Power Boost, and I could be wrong, I feel like it seemed more powerful. It did feel more powerful than that Ford. This one doesn't seem as powerful, and that's okay, because we'll see what it does on the grade, because that's where the real test is. But overall, this truck has some confidence. I think that if I were to tow a trailer like this, it would be aluminum, number one. It would probably be 4 feet shorter, and I would probably add airbags. And like I said, if you're going to get a Toyota Tundra, just get the air suspension option. Take my word for it. It makes a big difference. Big difference, especially on these shorter bed trucks. Yeah, I'm going to slow down just a little bit more. I'm going 55 miles an hour because I don't feel comfortable going much faster with this truck. Around curves, that is. But on straightaway, that's pretty fine. Here's a quick look at the tires. These are the Bridgestone Duelers, and they're the HT models, and the tire size is going to be a 265/60/20. And here is the capacity per tire, 2,469 pounds at 44 PSI. I always put this disclaimer in every video because I want to make a point, because keyboard warriors are always out there. This trailer is heavy. It's about 9,600 pounds. And not only for the fact that it's 9,600 pounds, it's a sail. This trailer being 28 feet long and it's a box, it tows heavy. Now the good news is it does have spread axles. I did extend the tongue on it as well, so those do actually help a little bit with overall stability. And when you go up a steep grade with this trailer, whether it was empty or not, it would do about the same because the fuel economy doesn't change. And as I said, it's a sail. It will literally pull back this truck. Now really quickly, take a look at these beautiful views. I love showing this because I love my state. And as we go into the winter time, you get some of these nice oranges and greens and yellows. Very beautiful. Now I'm going around some curves right now and I'm going 65. I mean, I keep going up in speed, so I must not be too bad on stability, right? Every time I look down, I'm going more than I want to be going. But yeah, it's doing pretty good around these curves. And you just can tell that the tires, these are the Bridgestone tires, they're just giving up. These are the HT ones. And they just don't have that stiff sidewall. I love a stiff sidewall tire. I actually had to add air to the tires before I did this test because it was showing way below what I was willing to do. So I put it at what the door said. I should have maxed them out, but you know, for right now, this is good enough for this type of test because it's not too hot outside. And overall, I mean, the truck's doing good. I mean, the power delivery is good. The transmission's not too busy. The brakes, oh yeah, Toyota has some good brakes. And we'll check that again as we go down the grade too. But yeah, overall, I think that this is one of the best trucks on the market. I am a Toyota fan. My dad used to work for Toyota for like over 30 years. And I grew up around Toyota. So when you feel a little bit of bias come out of me with Toyota, sometimes it's because of that. Now I will say, if I were to buy a half-ton today, it probably would be a diesel Duramax because I'm just a diesel fanboy. So I think that Toyota getting away from that V8 was a bad idea. They should have kept it around because with the 10-speed, it probably would have performed a lot better. They could have gone from the 430 down to like maybe a 373, and they would have got better fuel economy. But you know, it is what it is. Toyota's doing what all the other woke manufacturers are doing. They're just following this dumb government. And I will stop talking now because I'm going down a rabbit hole again. So I will check back in when we get up to the grade. Right now we're at 5.3 MPG, which is pretty typical. We're just climbing this entire time. So I'll check back in when we get there, and then we'll go over some of the performance numbers coming out of this engine. This 3.4 liter twin turbo V6 puts out 483 horsepower and 537 pound-feet of torque. All that power goes through a 10-speed transmission. The axle ratio is going to be a 331. We just made it to the grade. 4.9 MPG is where we are. Let's go ahead and send it here in a second. I'm going to drop down to about 55. Let's go. It is a little windy today too, by the way. Just shifted, okay. I still feel like I have enough power though. I feel like I have good power still. Not bad. 70. That is not bad. I feel like there's a little bit more left in there. You guys can see probably we're in tow haul plus. 70, there we go, okay. Okay. Oh, wow, why did it do that? Why did it shift? Oh my gosh. What? That was the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Like, I mean, unless it's going into like a safety mode or something like that, but we just lost like 3 miles an hour. The forward power boost is better. Because of that dumb thing it did. If you're looking to tow, just go ahead and get the regular twin turbo V6. I would not get the hybrid for towing. Yeah, you lost 4 miles an hour because of that shift. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Yeah, this truck performed the worst going up this grade so far. That is very disappointing. With this kind of power, and in tow haul mode plus, which I don't think it made a difference. I was playing with it back and forth. I put it in tow haul with the regular mode and then plus. I didn't notice a difference. We got 4.4 MPG, and the only saving grace at this point is going down that grade. If it doesn't do some good downshifts and maintain speed, this truck would have performed the worst on my test. So Toyota, you got a lot of work to do going down that grade. I hope you can do it. Let's see what it does now. Oh boy, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. All right, let's go ahead and check the temperatures. So that rear axle, about 138 degrees. Here are the brakes, 154. Here is that turbo down below there, about 245, 250. Here's the block in the front, 194. Now this is the cold side intake, and then real quickly, that side's always a little bit warmer. And down below, there's the heat right there, 350 plus. Here are the mirrors too, in case you wanted to see around that trailer. As I said, this truck is pretty good. These mirrors are really big too, by the way, so they give you a nice look around. I would like to see convex, but it just seems like Ram is the only manufacturer that really gives that to you. So we're still in tow haul plus. Oh, I just had to hit my brakes. This truck just jumped over on me. All right. This truck definitely has good power. Now let's go ahead and see what it does when we tap the brakes going down this grade. This is about 6% still. Oof, I can feel the trailer right there. So yeah, 66. That's my second brake, third, fourth. Yeah. The way it was upshifting, it should be downshifting right now. Going up the grade, I don't know why it did that. That really shocked me that it would do that. Oh wow, we just, here, let me do this. I'm gonna manually shift it. So fourth gear is the lowest gear you can do, and we're still just increasing the speed. It's holding that. Oh yeah, yeah. This truck did not do good today, guys. If it were my money, unless you just want the hybrid. Oh my gosh, the stability too. Wow. Yeah, 60's too fast. Yeah, I'm gonna get over as well. Yeah, we need to be doing about 55 going down this grade with these half tons. Yeah, this truck did not do well, guys. I'm really disappointed in this truck because I was expecting it to do better than it did. It just doesn't seem like it has the right transmission gearing. I don't know, like it does not give you any engine braking, number one. But number two, like the way that it shifted up in tow haul plus, like I am shocked by that. And we just keep going faster and faster. And this is me manually shifting it. We're sitting in fourth gear. Let's see if I can get into a lower gear. There's third gear. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nope. Still. Here we go. here's where we ended off at. 6.8 MPG, 38 miles driven. Overall, I have to admit it, I am disappointed in how this truck performed today. I was looking for just a little bit more out of it, and I just didn't get it. The grade pull, up to 6% that is, was pretty bad. The first upshift, I was like, okay, there's still some power there. But when it shifted again, I don't know what gear I was in, but it had to be either 5th gear, I would say. I think it was in 3rd gear, then it went into 4th gear, and then it went into 5th gear, and then it just lost speed. I've never seen that before, ever. And that was in Tow Haul Plus. You guys kept talking it up, so I did it, and as you guys see, it did nothing. Now, what I did, you guys can probably tell that this truck is squatting a ton. So I decided to have a little fun here to end off the video. I took all the wheels and tires out of the back of the trailer just now, and I put it on the front end. I want to see if it's sitting on the bump stops. I think that extra weight, because as of right now, that's about 1,500 to 1,600 pounds of hitch weight. So let's see if it's on the bump stops. Oh my gosh, we were like right there. Another 100 pounds would put it right on that axle, guys. That is insane. Even check this out. So those wheels and tires plus the tire, that's probably about 400 pounds, I believe. I got it weighed with and without that weight. So adding that 400 pounds on the rear actually takes a little bit of hitch weight off too. So yes, you guys can see we are pretty much riding on the bump stops. If you hit a bump, you're gonna feel it. I hope you guys liked the video. You know, nothing against Toyota. Toyotas are just not built for towing heavy. If you're looking to tow something with this truck, even if you get the air suspension and the long bed, I would say 6,000 pounds is max on this truck. And if I had time, I would take it over to the weigh station, but I don't have the time today. I'm willing to bet you we have probably about, I would say probably 5,000 pounds on the back with that extra weight on the front end. But be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon.